Okay, the news is out, at least this non-farm payroll, and I'm doing a binary trading system. This is basically took a Heiken Ashi and I just changed the thickness of the wick to be the same thickness as the it looks like this is the body. So the body and the wick the same thickness, and then it's just a binary. You're going to place buy stops and sell stops. You could place limit orders, but let's treat it as if it was just a blind robot. So this is pure mechanical trading system. If you go inside of your this indicator here, you go inside here and you're going to set this up to whatever color, up and down. The first color is actually down, then up, then down and up, and there's two blacks because one's the wick, one's the body. So you have to edit that. And this is basically MT4s, and I'm just editing their thing. So you have to change the, I don't know if you change the color here too. You might have to change this one too. But definitely this is going to give you the width of your wick. So right here is going to give you how fat the wick and the body's going to be. So I'm just trading just as a blank event instead of where to open, where to close. There's no, it's kind of a indexing as opposed to a, I don't know what you call it. And you would have to come to the point where you would tell somebody, or you tell the robot, that when it's down and it's black, you're just nothing but putting buy stops in. If you want to be in buy mode, you only have two choices, I would assume: go from buy mode to sell mode, and then just figure out from there how you're going to deal with the deal with it. And as far as yeah, if you want to trade the 1 hour chart, you probably always want to have the daily here, because this is your only entry on the daily. It would be a buy stop above yesterday. So you'd be mechanically long the market, and it's just really, a matter of how tight your stop going to be. I put 50 pip grid in here, so this is kind of trading with a 50 pip stop on a binary breakout system. So right now, if you had your robot come in below and start trailing a stop for you every hour, he's going to keep on pulling this behind. He puts another one here, he puts another one here, and maybe they're even stop and reverses. Although if you put a sell stop here right now, you have to risk this much. It's too much. But I think if you have a 5-minute bot, you might want to launch him just before the news, because he would have bought this, got stopped out, then he would have had, if he had a buy stop for every 5 minutes that passed by, and then when he comes back to this critical top becomes a bottom, explodes out of that on the 5 minute. Okay, you just made 50 pips. Bam, you're done. Now he's going to reload to buy deeper now. Say I'm going to buy 10 pips deep for 30 minutes. So this order lasts 30 minutes. I'm on a 5-minute chart, and I'm looking for that. So this would essentially be, every one of these is an order, a buy stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're long 10. Inside of each order could be 3 orders. You could put 3 orders in each spot, or you just have every other one is a scalp. So you have a scalp and one that's good for, say, 20 pips. So one's got a 50 pip break even. Then maybe, so you have a 25, 25, and maybe you have a risk 50 to make 100. Of course, when the news comes out, it's going to be more profitable to trade than it is going to be if you're going to, you know, you have to tighten up all your stops and all your take profits if you're somebody that's trading, say, a 1 minute chart, and you just like this breakout here, you made money, but then they slammed you. You know, but your sell stops would have made money. So if you're running, if you're going to hedge every position that you're in, it's going to look like this, where, okay, you're buying. When it's going down, you're buying, and when it's going up, you're selling, but you're not selling at the market. You're buying on stops here as we come down. As we come up, you have sell stops, right? You didn't really get filled, but look how you got filled on the buy stop. Okay, buy stop, you got a pretty tight stop there. So if you want to figure out how much you can risk, you would put up a grid of 50, I would say even 5 pips if you're really cheap. So here's like 5 pip grid. I guess you can't see it. It's the wrong color. Here, change the background. Anyways, this is the way I've been able to get around the problem with the market. The market being very misbehaving. Really don't want to spend too much time thinking about how ridiculous all the up and down stuff is. You know, if you're not in the right position, right size, and all that. I can't really see it here. I'll put a 10 pip grid in there. All right. Can't see that either. Oh well. But you see what I mean. It's very faint. I don't want to change the background to something that's out of range of, you can kind of see it's that dotted line in there. So that's my low risk trading system. Now if you zoom out, you can see right now it's Chopsville. It's kind of forming a triangle. Not going to really have a chance to do anything. I would say it's kind of a wait for the thing to calm down now. They went and rammed these guys, and but as long as you're not trading too big, and this is nice, easy. This is how most people draw trend lines, anyways, right? Why fight the mob? And so your channels are going to look like that. You go to 5, it's all white. You know, there's not a chance to even get on. So the only way to really get on the train here is you have to buy right now. And or you have a buy stop above that black bar. Okay, you're getting filled right now. There you go. So it's just a matter of how tight your stop is. Now these are 5 pips on each one of these lines, so I guess you're taking profits about right. As soon as this breaks out, you're taking profits. Actually, as it hits this, you should be getting out of something. Even if you think this is going to the moon. Now, you haven't had a chance to board the 5-minute train now. Okay, so top of the hour is coming. Here's a very climax moment. We could get a slam back. So at this point, I'm thinking, let me go and trade the other, maybe become a bull for a while. I think it's going to go up, but I still think it would be like really aggressively get in about 20 pips below where we're at right now. And here's 30 to 90 for an hour. Now, if this could happen, in other words, if the market could pull back right now into this bank of orders, and if you go to here, you can see the entries. Turn on the volume to this color, and you'll see all the entries. But I'm not in yet, and I should be selling the top now. So I get front run the top with sells. Center S. 25 pips above where we're at. 50 pips to 100 pips in an hour with a 150 pip stop. Right. Like, can you see that happening? I can't. But it has happened, so. And then on the buy side, I think I want to still get in about 20 to 90 pips deep. And this is going to last all day long. It's an all-day event. Okay, so yeah, that's that's grid trading, and that's the binary. This is crazy. Look at these people. I'm in bed dusting up through the roof now after all that punishment. Now, if you go to the daily, I have to fix that scale a little bit. Okay, there we go. Look at this thing come roaring back like some really deranged. Oh, look at the triangle up in here, though. I like this binary trading. It's very easy. Kind of risky. Not on the 5-minute, but on the daily. Like if you got in the stop right here. Okay, you're up almost 100 pips. If you just hear scalping. Okay, we're marching down on this top. Here comes the critical point. We're sitting about 3 pips from a big high, and if you go back to the weekly, see we're coming up on this bottom right here, which is that sell zone. So this is the critical pivot, and under here would be the in the world of this style, this is the big critical bail point. Everybody's going to want to get out here at this last known internal fractal bottom. But this cleans up all the fractals for you, so you don't have to. The problem with the fractals that you see on the other things is that they're running those fractals on the tip of the wick. It's way too much risk. You want to be getting in on the. See, look at this challenge here. It's just too funny. Obviously, we're going to go smacking up at least another. Try to go after this stop, right? I think so. Well, of course, it is Wednesday, which is typically the big rollover, middle of the week, and everything's like this big bum rush. But yeah, this is going to be pretty funny. And then on the 5-minute, the only chance to board this thing was on the 5-minute. Okay, we're coming right up on. We're about like 1 pip away, at least on this broker. I don't know, another broker probably took it out. Looks like pretty close to taking that top out there. This will be the big. This is always a big, and it's 5 minutes before the top of the hour. You just gotta wonder sometimes, right? I mean, how stupid, right? This broker died. Went offline. Poor thing. Okay, look at now. The spread is so wide on this broker. This is a 2.5 pip spread. 2.5 pips. You can't really see the spread when you come down here, but wow. Yeah, so it's always all about the clock with these people, top of the hour, big, and if you go to the 1 minute, you've got a buy signal here. So you would have bought this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and right now you're long on the 1 minute, and you're coming up to the top of the hour. You're sitting with the all-time high being like up here, right? Actually, it's tighter than that. So you take this to here, and then you go to the 1 minute, and you see where you're at, and you just like, wow, look at this thing. But I will buy on is if this pulls back to here, I'm a buyer. If we get a 20 pip pullback, first it gets in here, and then it gets in really dense down here. But I'm actually not in. I should probably put one buy stop above. This broker doesn't let you put them in that tight, though. So that's the problem. So not only is the spread wide, but they won't let you place an order. Be like 10 pips away from the current price. So just try to buy a pullback. 15 pips. Okay, how about one that's as tight as you can get is 10 pips. So if there is one last pullback into this thing. Now, if your robot's buying on the high, he has not really gotten long yet because we haven't made a higher high. Here you did, so you got filled here, and hopefully you didn't get stopped out. And here you got filled on 2, got filled on 1, then you got filled here. Problem is, if that was too tight a stop, they're chopping you to death a little bit there. So maybe you want to go to the 5 minute. Well, the 5 minute, there's technically, mechanically, there's no entry. So if you want to do a 3 minute chart, you know, I guess you have to